while we, talk about this consent management or the PRD, which is prepared for CMS or having clarity on modules and everything, which makes it quite comprehensive, right? Understood. But however, we see that while creating this solution, I'm sure since you have a solution which can focus and cater to this kind of requirement, but what are those some nitty-gritties probably we have missed out talking about, or something which you would like to add on over and above? We talked about the compliances or authenticity or transparency, or we talked about the various modules which are functionally available. So in addition to all of this, anything you would like to just highlight when we want to choose any consent management tool or while implementing consent management in the system?
Right. So I think again a great question. There's a lot of groundwork that's required before you start implementing a system as well, right? Starting with knowing what are the data that you basically have. So I'll put them into two aspects. One is the structured data that you know exactly that you're collecting from your customers, and how is it basically flowing through your whole ecosystem, right? And do you have consent for each one of them? Because what we've also basically seen that data is collected not at a governance level for most of the organization. The marketing team will basically do a campaigning exercise, collect a lot of data, and the data governance and data protection or data privacy team within the organization has no clue about, right?
Yeah.
So first, and that's a pain point that we're getting from most of our customers, right? That basically having that central governance and knowing what data you are collecting from all the customers, right? And this exercise needs to be done from a function wise, right? From a structured data perspective.
Mhm.
Later on, after some maturity, data discovery tools can basically be run to see what kind of unstructured data organizations have collected. But the first step is knowing what data you have collected from your customers and for which of them you require consent, right? As I mentioned, in India, there is the main legal basis of processing data is consent. So you have to take consent for
Yes.
most of them. But that exercise is extremely important, right?
Mhm.
And having that, a data privacy governance committee, which basically talks about, which meets regularly and talks about what data they are collecting.